What is going on, guys? Jack here, and I am back with episode 27 of my West Ham United career mode. If you could be ever so kind to smash that like button if you are enjoying the series, and also subscribe if you are new around here. Let's get into the episode here, and first things first, Mark Seaborn, our young scout future star player, does ask for a new contract. Do offer him a 3-year deal, up to 20 grand per week. He deserves it. He's come on leaps and bounds since that debut against Stoke City last season, where obviously he did cost us a place in the FA Cup. Great to see he accepts the contract offer, and we do move on from that. And now we can get concentrating on the football. Our first game of the episode in the Barclays Premier League against Stoke City. Stoke, a very good side. We are playing against one of our former players in Adrian. Obviously, Butland does face his former club also. Which of the two goalkeepers is going to end up on top, and who's going to keep a clean sheet if there is one kept here? But as you can see, the team pretty much writes itself. The Hood in at centre attacking midfield. It'll be very interesting to see how he plays. Obviously, Dimitri Payet a little bit too tired, so we don't want to risk him for this game. Obviously, we do have a massive game coming up against Real Madrid. But as you can see, West Ham are the best defensive team in the league. We hope to continue that. But the Stoke team is as follows: Adrian, Barsley, Minaesa, Shawcross, Mbula, Shaqiri, Arnautovic, Bojan Diouf. It's a very good side, so we need to make sure we keep on our toes and give them a very good game of football. It would be us that starts off really well here, as Antonio does unleash Mahmoud Dahoud down that left-hand side, cuts inside and finds the back of the net. 1-0 up just 5 minutes into the game, and it is courtesy of the German there. Really good play. Like I said, the boy's just kind of leaps and bounds since he's been given the opportunity to play in a free attacking role here. Antonio spreads the play beautifully, but Dahoud gets into the position here. No chance for the keeper, Adrian, in net. Obviously, was used to playing with Dahoud last season. Didn't really play in the same team as much, but they would have trained together, but he did not see that one coming from our great centre attacking midfielder. As Galloway comes forward now for us. Does link up actually really well with Mauro Icardi. Icardi does actually play it back. Actually gets a shot away. Tolisso gets in the way of it, and actually it does go down as a quarantine Tolisso goal. So his first goal for the club is a deflected effort. Would you believe it? Great play from Brendan Galloway here, who obviously is coming in at the left back role. It's just Icardi, you feel bad for him. He should have took credit for that goal, but Adrian was getting nowhere close to that again. We find ourselves 2-0 up, 15 minutes gone in this game as we look to come forward yet again. Antonio does play the ball into Vlaslako, who's playing in a right back role here. Mark Noble holds the ball up really well, plays it into Mauro Icardi, turns away, shoots, and into the back of the net. No chance for Adrian in net, and the Argentine scores a beautiful goal against former Spaniard goalkeeper Adrian there. What a finish from Mauro Icardi. We just can't be stopped in this first half here. We've just come out of the ground. We've hit the ground running basically in this game. Mark Noble, links up really well with Icardi, and they just back off him. You don't allow one of the most dangerous strikers in the league this season to get that much room. He will punish you. He ain't a poacher. He knows where the net is, and he finds the goal here. His 5th goal in the league this season, and we've limited Stoke to 0 shots so far in this first half, and for 45 minutes that's absolutely poor for a Barclays Premier League team. Mark Hughes will be getting his team in and hopefully trying to get a reaction from him, but the Hood will bring us forward here into the path of Mauro Icardi. He's been here, there and everywhere for us, into Mark Noble. Adrian does produce the save, and it does go wide off the mark. We would come forward though yet again with Dani Ceballos now. The Spaniard does really well as he plays it into Brendan Galloway. Galloway does play it into Dahoud, and it's just wide of the mark there, but West Ham knocking on the door trying to find their fourth here. The ball comes into the box though, and it does actually reach Antonio of all people to make it 4-0. Yes, you have heard me correctly. It's West Ham United 4, Stoke City 0. It is absolutely embarrassing for him. I just don't know where on earth this performance has come from Stoke. The last couple of episodes we've been performing so well, and again we're proving it here yet again with another win against difficult Barclays Premier League opposition, but we just seem to be making just easy work of it. It's Antonio's first goal though in the Barclays Premier League. We've got Real Madrid coming up, and if we keep playing like we have played in the last couple of games, we will definitely get a result here. You just have to feel, even though it's at the Bernabeu, as Kenny gets a shot away, Adrian saves, as far as Wilson, just wide of the mark, but we wouldn't stop us coming forward here yet again. Absolutely pounding Stoke's goal here. Wilson cuts inside, it's saved, falls back to Antonio. Adrian, no chance. West Ham 5, Stoke City 0. His 2nd goal of the season, Adrian, the 2nd of this game, proving that maybe he is in with a shout to get that left mid spot away from the likes of Dani Ceballos. Ceballos has performed very well this season, but You know, Antonio's got the goals to back up, and he's done it last season too. Maybe he is a player we should be keeping our eyes peeled for as a remarkable player for us. But 2 goals for Antonio, and Adrian has not had a happy return back to Upton Park as Noble wins the ball back here yet again. Does find Wilson here again. Callum Wilson through on goal, and unfortunately just wide of the mark there. But it wouldn't stop us coming forward here in the 90th minute. Are we going to find another goal? It's Wilson cuts inside, completely falls the defender into the bottom corner. You'd think the Araceta turns it in 6-0 to the Hammers. Adrian hands on hips, can't believe it. West Ham are absolutely destroying Stoke City here. What a poor performance here from the Potters. Game would come to an end, and the final score here is a resounding 6-0 victory for the Hammers, and it is well deserved here, unfortunately, for Stoke. One of their worst performances of the season, and I think they'll be glad to see the back of this game. Still no shots for them. Absolute poor display. Mark Hughes will be absolutely fuming as Mark Noble does take home man of the match here. 2 assists from him, Mr. West Ham, and our captain has been performing very well this season, and I don't think he's letting off the gas just yet. We've got a massive game coming against Real Madrid, and we need him to perform in that game. So do some more training there with some of the younger players. Obviously, we do get some bad news. James Tompkins is out for 3 weeks. Not good there, but we just need to push on here. He's not a first-team player, but he is a valuable member of the squad, and he's been here since being a boy. So we have to treat him with some respect as we do start this game against Real Madrid. Arcadi, Paye, Lanzini, Ceballos, Noble, Dyer, Reed, Stone, Shaw, Bellerin and Jack Butland make up the starting 11 here to take on Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. Both teams are on 6 points. A win here will show clear dominance in this Champions Cup group stage. Ronaldo, Benzema, Bale, just attacking 3, Rodriguez, Cruz, Modric, Ramos, Pepe, Carvajal, Marcelo, Navas. It's pretty much the standard Real Madrid team you would expect, a team full of superstars, but it would be us that starts off really well here. Mark Noble does actually unleash the path of Manuel Lanzini, whose shot does come very close there, but unfortunately can't find the back of the net, but it would come forward here yet again. Opening quarter of an hour, it's been all West Ham here as Eric Dyer gets onto the ball, plays a brilliant through ball into Mauro Icardi. Navas was caught off his line, and it would turn out to pay against the Costa Rican goalkeeper as West Ham United take the lead here against Real Madrid, courtesy of Mauro Icardi. The ball comes into his path here. Great play from Eric Dyer, and Icardi just puts it into the bottom corner. No chance there for the goalkeeper, and what the hell was Keylor Navas thinking? I don't think he had any chance of getting onto that loose ball there, and that was really poor goalkeeping. But guys, if you are enjoying today's video and you want to see more, make sure you do smash that like button. You have really been enjoying these career modes, and I want you to keep showing your support for the channel as Navas produces another great save here. Ronaldo's turn to attack for Madrid, lines up a free kick from range, but unfortunately it does just go over the bar on that occasion. Going into half time though, a very bog standard game, nothing really much excited to be talking about. Both teams need to improve, I feel, in the second half, but we'd be definitely the most happiest out of the two clubs here. As Ronaldo again has got the free kick in range here in the start of the second half. Again, not really troubling Jack Butland there. Would still be Madrid on the attack though. Toni Kroos does actually find Benzema, turns away from his man, plays it into the oncoming Cristiano Ronaldo, tests his Butland, but again never coming anywhere near to the goal. But Ronaldo trying to work some magic as Icardi comes forward now, completely skips past Sergio Ramos into space, does actually find Manuel Lanzini, shoots, it's saved, back to Icardi, in over Sergio Ramos and into the back of the net. West Ham United 2-0 up. Can you believe this? What a performance here. The ball just comes into his path. Take nothing away from Mauro Icardi or Manuel Lanzini, actually, who created the goal. Icardi was there on hand to turn it into the back of the net and get his second goal in the Champions Cup, which is great to see. But Real Madrid, that is very, very shocking defending from them. You would not expect that from a Zinedine Zidane side. As Madrid will try and get back into this game now desperately. Ronaldo turns in and out of players, gets a shot away. He only has to find a target there, and that's causing trouble, but he doesn't. As we do with the Araceta, Loftus-Cheek and Callum Wilson to try and see this game out, but Madrid would still be on the attack and dominating the last half of this game. Ronaldo onto the ball here, cross it into the back post, does actually find Gareth Bale. Oh my word, it's offside, and that had us very worried there. I think Ruben was the player offside here as we come forward yet again with Dani Ceballos. Turns away from his man, shoots off of the post, and West Ham were inches away from going 3-0 up. Could you believe it? The stories here as Ruben turns away, does actually find Moran, shoots, side netting, nowhere close to the back of it. The game would come to an end. Disappointing result for Real Madrid, but an amazing result for West Ham United and cement our legacy in the Champions Cup. But the question is, will we make it out of the group stages? Running 3 points ahead of Three games left to go after tonight. Things can still go drastically wrong. We need to make sure we stay on our toes. Very even game. 2-0 wasn't a very ferocious one. This one is a high momentum, 8.3 rating. West Ham again. Shock victory. Again. West Ham 1-1 against Crystal Palace. Up to Lisa breakaway. We have goals, guys. As today's video, enjoy it as always. Much smashed down that one. Very much appreciate. Also, around here, get a subscribe button. Really does help the channel grow. It does well to me. It's always a really nice day. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.